Hello dear students, welcome to CR's digital classes. Let us deal the topic today of co-precipitation and post-precipitation. Co-precipitation and post-precipitation are the terms that are generally used in gravimetric analysis. Gravimetric analysis is the topic that deals with the technique deals with the precipitation of a particular substance from a sample using a preferred precipitating agent. That means if a substance is present in a particular solution, we have to we need to take out from the required substance from the solution using a suitable precipitating reagent. So this is a step-by-step procedure and it majorly involves both physical and chemical processes. So coming to the definition of precipitation, development of a crystalline analyte. That means the substance that we require to separate from the solution is generally precipitated as a crystalline substance. That means crystals of the sample required is taken. That means they are separated. So they are separated from a supersaturated solution of the sample that we have taken. So this precipitate is later separated from the solution. So what is co-precipitation? Co-precipitation is contamination of this sample solution by some impurities during gravimetric analysis. So this occurs generally because of adsorption and occlusion, two types of processes. Adsorption is while we proceed with the procedure of gravimetric analysis, the precipitate formed is generally exposed to the air. So during this exposure, some impurities from the air or the solution can enter into the precipitate. So this is adsorption. They are adsorbed to the surface of the precipitate. And occlusion is these impurities are directly present inside the crystals of the precipitate. While the precipitate is formed, inside the crystals there are some impurities that are enclosed, like air is trapped inside the crystals. So this is also called as occlusion. So because of this occlusion, mixed crystals are formed. If the substance that is trapped inside these crystals is not air or any other air, then when any other substance, like when other ions are present inside, mixed crystals are formed. So both of them will decrease the amount of precipitate that is formed. Required substance is not obtained in the required level. Suppose if we need 5 grams of the substance from the sample solution, we may get less amount of substance due to these impurities caused by adsorption and occlusion. So to prevent that, generally we take the solution, the sample solution, which is dilute. So because of this dilute solution, more water molecules are present and hence the precipitate formed can contain more amount of the precipitate, the required substance. And stirring continuously will also decrease co-precipitation. And also, to reduce supersaturation of the precipitate, hot temperature is used. Generally, hot solutions are used to decrease the co-precipitation. This increases the solubility of components in the solution and hence all other substances are dissolved in the solution. We can get this precipitate of high quantity. And post-precipitation. Post-precipitation is once the precipitate is formed, sometimes one more precipitate is formed over the first precipitate. This is called post-precipitation. This occurs due to the deposition of sparingly soluble impurities. That means sometimes the sample solution may contain some sparingly soluble salts like AgCl, silver chloride is a sparingly soluble salt. So if such type of substances are present in the sample solution, if they have similar properties like that of the sample that we are trying to precipitate, then these sparingly soluble substances will form a precipitate over the required precipitate of the sample. So this process called post-precipitation. This increases with the digestion, increased stirring and increased exposure of precipitate to the solution. If how long the precipitate is present in the solution, the post-precipitation will also increase. So to prevent that, what generally we do is early filtration. So frequent filtration of the precipitate is carried out, and adding immiscible liquid to water for protective layer formation. Generally like oil and water are not soluble with or not mixed. They are immiscible solvents. So adding such immiscible substances to water will form a protective layer around the precipitate, first precipitate formed, and we can prevent formation of another precipitate over the first precipitate. So this increases the quality of the precipitate and also its quantity. The amount of the substance that sample we are requiring will be increased. So this is called post precipitation and how is it minimized. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.